Hey, Thomas, what happens when Batman is late to play baseball with Robin?
I don't know.
They call the game on account of a Wayne delay.
Oh my God.
Welcome to a special Comic Book Editions live pop-up stream. It's Comic Book Editions volume 91, and it's great to have you here tonight. Hanging with me is one of my best friends. Let's welcome Comics4Thomas. How are you doing?
Good, man. How you making out?
I'm doing pretty good today.
I not remember.
I got the stream off to an awesome start with that joke.
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah.
What was the joke that you made last night on the Gretzky one?
It was about Smurfs.
Oh, no. Wasn't it Robin? Like, wasn't it about robbing a store?
Or was that a different stream? That was on Comic Book Editions on the Tuesday video.
I just watched that one. Yeah. That was the joke. Yep. I was like, oh my God.
And then Cookie did a Batman joke for today's cover by.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yeah. And I even let him come up with the joke himself.
That's awesome.
And it certainly sounds like it's from my page book.
Yeah, perfect. I obviously was working all day, so I haven't watched it, but that's awesome.
Well, watch it. You were in it.
Well, no, I know, but it's nice because I don't get to see your guys until it comes.
That's true. You know your part, and you are the tiebreaker today.
Oh, nice.
In cover by, so that's a prestigious honor to hold.
I remember those Batman covers. They were good. I think
they were
if I remember right, I can remember which one I chose too. So I just can't remember if it was A or B. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, for those that are joining us on the Rewind, first of all, thank you and welcome. It's a surprise special pop-up Comic Book Editions Volume 91 video, and it has been raining AOKs at my house. It's so funny, and I've said this in videos before. I will get a bunch of AOKs at once, and then not any for a while, which is fine. And then they come in waves.
They really do, yeah.
And last night I was live with my friend, Mr. Gretzky. So it was great to visit with Matt. I had so much fun listening to his stories. He is OG YouTube comic book community. He was here before most of us even thought about it. Yeah, and I love listening to his stories. And you can see in the back, I have already hung up one of my AOKs that I love.
Yeah, that's great.
But today, Thomas is joining me because he has bestowed upon me a box as well with some AOKs in it. And in a little bit, we'll get to opening those up. So that's what we're doing today. That's our mission.
I think I reused the box that I don't remember if that was a box that you sent me for the AOK that you sent me last time, or if that was just I don't know.
We've had like the same one of the same boxes has traveled extensively between the two of us. And I always feel bad when I send a smaller box like this, because the first time that I sent you a box, it was a huge box, and I knew that the cats loved getting in the box when it was done. So it was kind of like an AOK for the kitties too.
I like the little ones though, because I don't let them get in it because they're great for shipping other stuff. The big ones, I just let them tear apart. And then eventually I kind of wipe off the cat hairs and then start cutting them up as protection when I'm sending out comics in auction. So it's kind of funny. It's a whole treat. I warn people sometimes you get cat hairs in your sending your comics.
No charge for the cat hairs. That's just a free bonus.
Well, that's awesome about last night too. When you said that you're trying to go live with Gretzky, I didn't realize it was for an AOK. I'm sure that you've mentioned that, but not like that you were going live about it last night. So when I popped on, I was like, oh yeah, this is an AOK. So that's perfect. And it was a good one too. It was really good.
Yeah, it was very
not
good.
That there's any bad AOKs.
Yeah, there isn't.
You know what I mean? Like
there were a lot of surprises in there. You know.
Yeah. Well, the very first item was just fantastic.
Oh yeah, literally.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. It was a Fantastic Four slab. So and there were a couple Fantastic Four slabs in there, and that's my first CBCS slab now in my collection too.
Yeah, I was actually wondering that too. I was like, I bet you that's his first one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
not that there won't be more, especially with the amount of CBCS that I have. I've got some coming this weekend actually, and I think of it and going to pick up.
Oh, nice.
Pick up some more. Yeah. So
do you know your grades ahead of time, or do you purposely?
No, he because I go through an authenticated dealer, he can send me them. He knows that I don't want, and he doesn't even know I do YouTube or anything like that. He just knows that I mentioned it once and said, hey, don't can you when I come to meet you, can you put it in like in a bag or something? I don't want to see the grades. I like to check them out when I get home, and like don't send them to me. And he was really good about it. Even when I was doing CGC, the guy from the Canadian Comic Bin, he actually when I first got him to do books, my cat is all over the case. I remember him emailing me or messaging me through Facebook and saying like, the books are back. I'm going to mail them to you. Do you want to know the grades? I can send them to you. I was like, no, I don't. So everyone's been really good. I haven't seen
That's cool.
a single thing. So, but I'm also picking up 3 that I bought from this guy as well. 3 graded comics that I had shown you before, I think. And so really, I think there's going to be probably like 4 or 5, or no, probably about 6. They're coming in small ways because I've just like drop off 3 or 4 books, drop off 10 books and stuff like that. I'm actually going to give him probably 8 or 9 more.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but because I got them back from my presser, but I just hadn't seen, because my shop sends them away now too, but we're waiting on that. They're not sent. They sent a group of books of their own just to see what the process was going to be like, because they just started doing this. And then they've sent one like with certain customers, and I happen to be one of them. So they're not like come in anytime and give us books. They're waiting to make sure that all of us customers now they're actually paying are satisfied with the whole process, and then they're going to start a rotation. So I've just been waiting to either that to come back, which will be forever.
Yeah.
And or just see this guy anyways. I'll just rotate between the 2.
Sure. So, that's cool. That's awesome.
That's good.
So I will add one thing too. I definitely know it's not my last CBCS because I have a book ordered that will be coming CBCS graded. That was the only option for grading.
Yeah.
No. So
no, for sure.
James has stopped by again tonight. That's awesome to see you again. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
James is doing, and I mentioned this last night. I want to mention this again. James is doing his first and maybe only mystery box. So he's been previewing everything on Building a Mystery on Comic Food 2814's channel. And he just wrapped up this past week showing he's doing 30 boxes, and I believe they're $60 US shipped.
Yes.
And they're going to be going on sale not Saturday tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Not this Saturday, next Saturday.
Yeah.
And he is trying to collect money to get a big grail book for him, which is Batman Adventures number 12, the first Harley Quinn.
Nice.
He has the $1 reprint version, and now he wants the original. And I don't blame him. So
that's awesome.
James, I know you have this fear that no one's going to buy your boxes. These boxes are going to sell out immediately, like within half an hour. Order the book. Order the book tonight.
Yeah.
Just do it. You're going to have the money. Hey, Joey Backus Evans is here. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. It's great to see you.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Got a little TJ in there too.
Yeah, I see that. I'm just about to get to TJ.
Yep.
Always great to. Thanks. And the TJ has stopped by. It's awesome to see you, TJ. I hope that you have yourself a fantastic weekend, even though you have to work.
Oh, yeah. That's not good.
Yeah. And for all of those that weren't here when I mentioned it, in just a little bit, I'll be opening up an AOK from Comics4Thomas. So that's what we're going to be doing.
Back-to-back AOKs as a reminder, too.
A what?
So back-to-back AOKs.
Oh, yeah, back-to-back AOKs from since last night. Yeah.
No, for sure.
Do you have any books that you want to show off or let us know how your collection's been going?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to show a couple that I've been kind of just picking up. I've got a bunch of like a lot of fillers and stuff that I've been grabbing, but I don't really show them even when I'm doing like my own pickup videos. Sometimes I won't show all of them, but these are just kind of ones that I've really like picked up some covers and stuff like that. So I'll just run through a couple of these. I've heard this story is really good. I actually love everything to do with like Robin Hood and stuff like that. And this is like a twist on it, but this is Nottingham number 3. I believe this was a B cover. But I just love the cover. I love the ship. I love like ships and castles and horses on comics. Yeah. When they're done really well, and that's done really well. I would like to get probably like a trade paperback though of this, because I've heard it's a really good read. I just didn't want to try to collect all the covers, especially it blew up so fast.
Sure.
Yeah. And there's another number 3 that has this, but it has the same boat, but it's like smaller in like the waves.
Wow.
I've got it on hold with a guy. So I know that one's like a B cover and one's an A cover. So Just making sure no one else jumped in there. So this is Merca Andolfo Mercy, number 5.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a fan of her art. And so this is like her own title. And I'm not collecting all of them, but like, I mean, that's a really nice cover. So, and that's cover price pretty much, right? So, my buddy Dan, on my Instagram, and my buddy Dan that lives here in St. John with me, he saw on my Instagram that I collected like some Zenescope comics, so like the Grimm fairy tales, just basically like hot girl covers. So he reached out and was like, "Hey, I've got a stack of Grimm fairy tales. Why don't you come over? Because I sell some comics in my auctions and stuff for him." He's like, "Why don't you come over, check them out, and grab the ones that you want?" And I was like, yeah, for sure. So I only bought like 4 or 5 of them. And then I was like, okay, what do we want to do for a price? And he's like, no, just take them, because like I'm always like selling books for him, like just his extra ones. And also I'm like, if he's looking for something, I normally do find it. I've been helping him. He's like 4 issues away from having every Spawn book. And so like
nice. That's impressive.
It is impressive because like some of those earlier ones or like the mid ones, from what I can tell, because I never collected Spawn, but they're very low print, so they can get really expensive and have no significance to the story at all, right? So I've helped him, like he was at like 8, and then I started looking, and I've gotten 4 of them like at reasonable prices for him. So he kind of hooked me up. So you know what? That car in the background, I thought that was mine. I was just saying to you that you're probably going to hear cars going by, but
yeah, this time it was me. Usually I'm dealing with trains, you know. So planes, trains, and automobiles.
Exactly. So this is Tales from Oz. It's from Grimm Fairy Tales. This is the A cover for issue number 5.
Oh wow, she looks very Emma Frost.
Yeah, she really does. Yeah, it's the first thing I thought of too when I first saw it. This is Van Helsing versus Dracula. This is number 1, cover B.
It's cool.
It's a little harder to see on that one.
Can't go wrong with fishnets.
Nope.
Ruben Guzman has stopped by. White Tiger, cool, calm, collected. He's already seen the Batman movie.
I'm going Sunday.
Are you?
I haven't. Yeah, I forgot to tell you because you were asking. I'm going Sunday at 1 with my
cool. You know, some places, and I don't know if your theater is this way. Ruben's wasn't, but I know some people who was. They've been handing out comic books.
I saw some people online, but it definitely wouldn't be here. We're not big enough of a city. Gotcha. Some people in Toronto, in Ontario, had them. There was like specialty comics and stuff like that. It looked pretty good too. The covers, yeah. And everybody that I've seen has said it's the best Batman movie they've ever seen. So.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'll tell you right now, and I am shocked to say this, I don't have any spoilers. No one has spoiled anything for me.
Not a thing.
And I'm absolutely shocked because the season finale for Peacemaker, that thing was spoiled for me like 2.5 hours after it was posted.
Yeah.
So,
well, me too. I haven't even watched an episode, and I already knew what was the spoiler there. This is the Halloween special for Halloween Comic Fest for Grimm Fairy Tales.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty nice. Some Van Helsing Bloodlust. Again, it's just all these hot girl covers, right? So,
okay, I'm going to ask a really stupid question because I don't know, and if you don't ask questions, you don't learn stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Is the girl now Van Helsing? Because I remember him being a guy, and I remember him being Hugh Jackman in the movie.
Yeah, so this would just be like a girl version of it. As far as I can tell,
they've redone the character, and it's a female this time.
Yeah, so they even have they have a Robin Hood, which is Robyn, and she's got like she's got like a patch for an eye and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And very modern. Like I haven't read any of them. I just get to be honest, a lot of the A covers and most of the runs for these the art is not very good. And I just look for like the special ones. So show this one yet? Yeah. The specialties or like the B's and C's and the very limited covers.
Nice.
This one is a limited cover. I'm not going to pull out to find out what series it was, but I just got this recently. This is a limited to 500. It's a collectible cover, but that's not terrible.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's like a Virgin variant. It does have the tiny trait, I guess, on at the top, but it's not. It just says Zenoscope, which is kind of cool.
You know, if her costume was green, that would be like a very Green Arrow-ish costume.
It really would, and I do find like that. That's how they've drawn the Robin Hood, the female version. I have 2 books left. So this one, not super great condition. I got it for super cheap. I've always enjoyed the cover, and this is the first cameo of Bloodshot for Valiant. It's called Eternal Warrior number 4. I think I just posted this last week or whatever. I had this on hold with a guy. He had issues 4 and 5 for like almost nothing, and I do like. I mean, there's some spine creases and stuff that can be pressed out, but I've always just enjoyed that cover. I love the samurai look, right? So
yeah.
And then the last one, which is definitely off-white pages, is just got this from my LCS. This is Amazing Spider-Man 47.
Wow.
So we took a turn. We took a major turn from like super modern hot girls to like a 90s Eternal Warrior to a 1968, I think this was, for ASM 47. The nice part is that when they put it on the wall, my presser, who kind of works there, like, you know, part-time, like does a lot of stuff for them, knows the guys really well. They've been getting him to press some of the books that they've sold. So this has already been pressed.
Hey, and David, thanks for stopping by. David, look at that book.
Yes.
Isn't that awesome?
It's already been pressed. It is like, obviously, I mean, there's some, it looks like it's been in a smoke-filled house a little bit, but yeah, I'm dropping this off on Sunday. I was like, might as well. And it is really, really nice. He did a really good job pressing it. It'd be cool to see what it comes back on, but it really is. It looks fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he is so, the potential for him in the movies is so huge, you know. There's a lot of stuff you could do with that character.
I'm a big fan of the actor too, Aaron Taylor Johnson, I think his name is.
Johnny Five Alive.
I like everything that he's been into, so it'll be neat to see. And he's got some size now too to him. After doing, he played what's his name though in Age of Ultron, but he died. So
Quicksilver,
that's right.
The 8th Throw.
Yes.
It's funny, on Fanboys Live in the Retro Review this past weekend, we were doing the first 3-part of a 6-part Flash story from Volume 2. And at one point, since Barry Allen is back, Wally is trying to decide, well, if there's 2 Flashes, maybe you should, you know, his girlfriend's like, maybe you should have a new name. And he's like, a new name? And she's like, Cheetah. And he's like, that's taken. And then something else, and he's like, no. And then she goes, Quicksilver. And he goes, it's very taken.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my God.
So
that's pretty good.
That's awesome. I went out today with the intention of seeing if I could find some specific Walmart packs. I found, you know, like the main book that's in front. I found 2 of the packs, but I could definitely tell that the book that I'm looking for that shows up in some of these packs was not in either one of them. So I had an unsuccessful comic run at Walmart today.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I might end up at Walmart this weekend. I'll have to take a look. I saved the pictures that you sent me. Right?
Yeah, you definitely want to check that out. So you've been on the hunt for anything else, or been looking for anything, or?
No, not really. I mean, you sent me just before the show the thing about the Warlock, so probably take a look at that to see if it's within a nice price range.
Thomas is working on the first volume of Warlock, and I found a place that had one of the issues that he needed. Not a key or nothing like that.
Nope.
But they got like 4 copies in all different price points. So
which is great. Yeah,
you'll have some options for sure. And it's not an expensive book. Even if you went as high as they have, it's not that expensive of a book. So
no.
Hey, Shop for Comics.
Hello.
Hey, will you put that book back up so Shop can see? So that's Spider-Man right on.
Just got this. Some ASM 47. Just got that from my LCS. I've had it. I mean, it's kind of like they're wall books. They kind of just will throw it in your folder if like I've been shopping with or going to there for 6 or 7 years now. So anything that they have that's not pricier, but not something that's just like $5 off the wall.
Yeah.
They just kind of put in your folder and say, hey, like just make some payments on it every time you're in. Like, sweet.
That's cool.
And it's funny. There's whatever system they're on now. They have an app that's not just like their stores app, but like stores can get connected to this app. So if I bought a big book, and they can literally put it in a section where I can make payments on the app.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So like my last payment, I was like, I was just at work. I was like, all right, cool, made it. And then next time I was in, they're like, here's your book.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Craven's pretty cool. You AOK'd me one time a Daredevil book with Daredevil and Black Widow going on against Craven. And that's a fantastic cover too. Hey, Sleepy Reader 666, I didn't miss you. I just want you to know that. Thanks for stopping by. He puts up with me in the chat, which I'm very thankful for. Every time I see him, I say, hi, Sleepy Reader / Sad Vision.
That's funny.
Because Vision looks so
sad.
He's
got the...
Either he looks sad or he has a headache.
Yeah.
But if you have a headache, that might make you sad. So
he looks like he's over your shit. No, that's the one he makes the joke that everyone, if you go back.
My jokes. That's what you get. You get. Oh. I've been on the Magic Lasso channel.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. So, guys, in just moments, I'm going to open up an AOK. From that's funny. Not tonight, dear. I'm going to be opening up an AOK from Comics4Thomas in just a few minutes. I've only cut the sides just to make it a little faster, but I haven't actually opened it. So, and Stephen M is stopping by. What's your favorite joke you've ever heard? Man,
do the fire at the circus.
A fire in the circus?
Yeah. What is it? I always laughed when I was young. Did you hear about the fire at the circus? No, It was intense.
Oh, it was intense.
Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah. It's probably like a father or an uncle.
One of the ones that I've used frequently, like in real life, in a conversation, a great conversational joke. Our theater got robbed. It was horrible. They stole $475. That was a large popcorn, a soda, and 3 candy bars.
Oh my God.
And the poor manager of the theater,
true, though.
He didn't make it. And that's sad. His funeral is being held at 4, 7:10, and 9:30.
Oh my God! I like that part even better than the first part.
Well, you have to have the setup. So
yeah. Why did Tigger get to check to the bathroom?
Bronze Age Brian is here. Our recent guest. What do you call a pig that knows karate? What is it, Brian? Hit us with it. And welcome, by the way.
Grab Schwab for comics too.
Oh, okay.
Go up too. No, the Tigger.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I missed the top. Well, check the bathroom? He was looking for poo. Oh, see, it jumps on me. I'm sorry. So now here we go. What do you call the pig that knows karate? A pork chop.
Yeah, I saw that.
That makes me think of the Brady Bunch and pork chops and applesauce. So, Peter Brady. We got some folks in here. Should we do some business?
Yeah, please. That'd be awesome.
All right. So, I'm going to finish the opening of this and... I am even so good. For those that don't know, Thomas lives in Canada, and I do not even look at the custom label because sometimes you have to declare.
Oh yeah, I just write comic books.
I look at nothing.
Yeah,
because
even the amount sometimes I'm just like I don't know.
Let's see. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And everyone watching on the rewind as well.
I'm pretty sure that I wrote on like a piece of tape that what was what for the 2 packages. And
okay, there's 2 bubble wraps.
Okay. So the bottom one though,
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember that don't like
Don't turn it over.
Don't turn it over. And
yeah, I just started to turn it over, and I started
Yeah.
seeing color, and I turned it right back.
Yeah, because I remember thinking I was supposed to put like a board or something to cover it, and I'd already wrapped it, and I was like,
Okay.
I'm already done. I'll just remind them.
So here's the deal. There's two healthy stacks of books. This top stack right here are books that I have purchased that came from Canadian retailers and stuff, and had them shipped to Thomas, and he's been kind enough to let me collect a pile, and then he sends them off. Hey, Brother John Comics, thanks for stopping by.
Hello, Brother John.
So I know everything that's in this pile. I'm probably going to give you at least a preview of something before this video is over, but I'm going to show the full stack of what's in here on my regular comic book editions video, the recorded video that drops Tuesday afternoon. So next Tuesday, you'll see everything that's in here.
Yeah.
But we're going to get to the stuff that I know nothing about, and that is this stack.
You know but one.
So pull tabs because Thomas is a professional.
Yeah, just remember, the bottom. And I can't remember.
So the one on the bottom, the last one then?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
That's the order you want to go in, but I can't remember because I was packaging up so much. I don't remember if I did like all of them facing one way or if it was like.
What I'm seeing right now, and
each
I'm
other.
not looking at the one on the back, is tape and it says you.
Okay, yeah. So that's the, I didn't even check the thumbnail. That should be the book that we talked about, the thumbnail.
Okay, so is this my stack of books?
No, it's just that one book
Just
that you
that one.
bought,
Okay.
that you already, yeah. Because
okay.
The others came in one package, so I just took them, wrapped them up, put them aside, and then I was like, oh, I meant to add this one because that's been sitting in another pile,
Gotcha.
your AOK pile.
So, and I apologize for a train that's about to roll through. So this, okay, I'm going to set that aside, and I know what the book is, so I act like I can't peek at it, but I already know what the book is. So
yeah, that's true.
Yes. Okay.
Here comes the train.
Awesome. We'll let that train roll by for a hot moment.
I do have to say something about that book too. I don't know if you're planning on showing it today or another time, but I can say something about it once the train goes by.
That might be the one I preview, but I want to wait a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, one collection down, Station Fable. Great to have you stopping by. I appreciate it.
Hello.
Hello.
I like his thumbnail. It looks like an album. I can't tell if it was or not, but
yeah, that's cool.
Man, that's nice.
That's awesome. Okay, should we start?
Sure.
Okay, let me make myself just a little bit bigger. So I don't know what it is. You're going to find out at the exact same moment that I do. The only one that knows is Thomas. So here we go. Ooh, Silent War with the Inhumans and the FF. Yeah. I don't know anything about this, but this definitely looks like my wheelhouse. This looks like something I'm interested in.
Oh yeah, definitely. I figure with those two groups.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyone in the chat, have you read this or?
I read it a while ago when it was on the Marvel app.
Okay, cool.
I honestly, I barely remember it because I was reading a bunch at the time. It was like when I first got it, and I was just fine. I just remember once I saw this, I was like, oh, I remember this. I remember enjoying it. So
that's cool. Awesome. Thank you. That's a great cover. I don't recognize the artist off the top of my head, but
I don't remember off the top of my head either. What issue or number is that? I just can't. Number 1. Okay.
Yep. So thank you. Hey, Kenneth Bird has stopped by just in time. I'm just showing my first book from my AOK from Comics4Thomas. We appreciate you stopping by tonight. Great to see you.
Hello.
All right. Here we go. Okay, issue 2. Silent War. Nice. Lockjaw.
Nope.
That's cool. Yeah, that looks interesting. No one in the chat saying that they've read this, so
no, I don't know if it's like it was I mean, it's only 6 issues too, right? So there's so many small miniseries sometimes.
Sure.
I just don't remember, like, I'm sure there's a tie-in somewhere with it. I just don't remember.
Okay.
Just remember seeing it and going, oh, I've read that, and I had picked it up, right? So.
Is it issue 3? Let's find out. I think it is. It is. Look at that cover with Crystal and Quicksilver.
Yeah,
the
cool
X factor. I get that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Wow. This is awesome. I can sit down in one sitting and enjoy a good chunk, good portion all at once.
Exactly.
Yeah. Crystal's one of my favorite characters too. I love her as an Inhuman. I love her as a member of the FF.
Yeah. No,
she's even been an Avenger.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of her too. Whenever I'm reading anything with involves the Inhumans.
Yeah. That's awesome. I guessed it in my head.
Yeah, that's the cover though. I'm a big Black Bolt fan, so just like
that
thing is wicked.
I imagine at this moment everything around him is crumbling,
destroying it.
Yeah.
No, it was done really well. I was like, oh
yeah, that is great. Yeah, whoever's doing this art is really good. I'll have to for sure check this out.
Yeah, the only one like that number 2, like the kid's face kind of looks a little, I don't know, weird to me or long or something like that. But then you get to this issue and you're like, holy jeez. Yeah, that's wicked.
Yeah. So that was 4 of 6.
Mm-hmm.
This is 5 of 6. Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks like a story I would really enjoy. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So 5 of 6. Anyone placing any bets that 6 of 6 is next?
I got somebody jumped in there.
Yes, we have the NX7062 podcast, a Monday nights on her channel. Star Trek theme chatting and other pop culture. So make sure to stop by on Monday nights and sub up everyone that's here in the chat. And if you're not subbed to Thomas, there's a link to his channel in the description for this video, and I would appreciate if you would sub him up.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So
there you go.
6 of 6, Black Bolt butt.
Yeah, exactly right.
Booty shot.
That was 7 of 9.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah, you have to. I know that you'll read them too. That's the nice part is that you read a lot of comics. So
I do. I for sure read at least one comic book a day.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's a conscious decision. And sometimes it's hard. It feels hard to do that, but at the same time too, everyone's buying, but how many people are reading?
Well, seriously,
I want to read and enjoy my books.
Yeah, like I could just go and look at my books and go, what have I read and what do I think you would enjoy, compared to maybe someone else who, like, I am very much like, do you read some, but like I am very much a cover by person. So like, if you just see a nice cover,
I do it too.
You know what I mean? So
okay, now this probably is not Silent War.
No, I wouldn't think so.
So
right.
And Fable likes my goal there. And I've been starting to put in a YouTube short about every other week. On the weeks that I don't have cover by, I do a quick little 1 minute of here's what I've been reading.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't cover the digital comics that I read, and I do read digitally too.
I have a question about that before you show the book. So is there supposed to be audio in what I'm reading?
No.
Okay, good, because I played it the other day, and that's the first one.
I don't
know if you've done other ones of those. I've watched everything else, but I haven't seen you do the what's I'm reading. I'm like, I don't know if this is supposed to be audio. I'm checking my stuff. I'm like, I think he's just showing the books. No, that's good though.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, Jimmy Olsen. This is 157. So this is near the end of the run, probably the last year of the run. Because for those that don't know, what they did is they canceled Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. They canceled Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, and they canceled Supergirl, who all 3 of them had individual titles. And what they did is combine them all into one magazine called Superman Family. And they started the numbering. Instead of starting at issue 1, they continued with whatever title had the most issues, which was Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. So they continued the numbering from him. And I want to say 165 maybe was his last issue. And so Superman Family 166 is actually Superman Family #1.
Okay. I
nowadays,
remember you saying this before.
Nowadays, they want a new #1 as often as possible. But back then, the longevity of a title meant something.
Yeah. Now it's small volumes.
Yeah, it looks like a fun story. Dude doesn't have a face.
Yeah, I know. And it kind of looks like a Clark Kent with a face because of the hair.
It's okay if you don't have a face. I know a couple people with 2 of them.
No.
Ooh, burn.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Okay, thank you. Oh, look at this Namor, part of the Virgin Alex Ross Timeless. Now, I got my first Virgin Alex Ross Timeless cover as a Christmas present, and it wasn't this one.
No.
From Mr. Fridge Art. And to be honest with you, I would have loved to have bought every one of these because I think that they are just amazing. Do you remember what book this is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. I just remember, I remember you and I talking about them before because I have like 2 of them, I think. I've got the Silver Surfer and I've got the Black Bolt. But then I remember watching that video where you got whichever one you got Live Again. We don't need to set up an intervention, are we? The Jackson Roykirk's in there.
Hey, Jackson Roykirk.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's raining AOKs at my house.
Yeah, it really is.
We're in the process of going through one that Comics4Thomas just sent me, and you'll have to catch the rewind because I'm sure you'll enjoy the joke in the beginning.
Yeah, I just remember you getting it and watching the video or whatever, and you're thinking, geez, I'm pretty sure I have. And I had this one and I forgot about that because it wasn't part of it's not a PC book for me, but I just, I collect, get what I can and kind of resell some stuff like that. And I was like, I know I've got another book here. And I was like, I know you don't have, but you only have one. That was your first one, right?
Yeah, it was She-Hulk.
It was pretty, that's right. Yeah. So it's pretty easy because you could close your eyes and grab any of them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
30 of them or something like that.
What's that?
Even more. I think there's 30 of them.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
There's a ton of them.
I really like the Black Widow one.
Yeah, that's a good one. With the 70s hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big poopy. So, and that Silver Surfer one is really nice.
Yeah, the Silver Surfer is very nice.
But it's also this probably one of the more expensive ones because it's a first appearance.
Oh,
because it's a Fantastic Four antithesis or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Which is
that character, that bad guy. It's
that's the limited series that Neil Adams did. I would love to read that. I just saw that was all collected in an oversized format, like a treasury size, and it had a hardcover on it. Oof. And I was so tempted to buy that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Thank you, though. I got my second Timeless variant.
There you go.
It's awesome. Okay. Still a few more left.
Yep.
Sensational She-Hulk. Awesome. Issue number 18. I don't have many of these.
No, I remember saying that
too. I have, I think, 3. Now this is my 4th.
Yeah. Well, the guy, my presser who I've been selling books for as well, had dropped a couple off, and there's a guy that was collecting them. So I reached out to him first, see which ones he needed, and he bought the ones that he needed. But there was only maybe 3 or 4 anyways. And then I remember you and I talking about it, and you saying I really don't have a lot. I wouldn't be.
I enjoy them.
Yeah, and something that maybe you'll pick up over time. I was like, oh,
yep.
Well, I just checked your CLZ. I was like, oh, that's easy pickings right there.
Yeah, and when you looked on the app, there's 3 on there, and that's it.
Yeah, so. Seriously, yeah. And I would expect, I don't know, I would expect it to have, when you told me you didn't have many of them, I was kind of surprised. I was like,
yeah, now I have all of Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that. But Sensational, I don't, and I just found the last issue 60. I found it in the wild, which had a really low print run. Yeah. And 60 is an homage to issue 1's cover. And I actually went by it when I was at Half Price Books. It was in their locked bin, because I thought it was issue 1, and the books were packed so tightly in there that you couldn't really see.
Oh.
And I had them unlock the bin to get me a different book. And while the bin was unlocked, I started from the beginning again and went through everything. And that's when I realized,
yeah,
I'm like, that's not one, that's 60. And I tried buying a 60 last year, and it arrived and it was not in the condition. They took some creative photos of it.
I remember this.
And I mean, there was a lot of water damage on
Yeah.
it that
Oh,
was
it's just
not
brutal.
that you really didn't see in the pictures. So,
No.
but that's all behind me now. But this is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's awesome.
Oh, I got another one.
Yes.
21. Who is that dressed? Oh, is that his name starts with a G. The character that's dressed up like She-Hulk.
I don't know. I don't know. My Hulk knowledge is pretty limited.
Speaking of G, Mr. G.
Hello, yes, sir.
Comic Book G Spot. Yo,
Yo.
brother. Yo, Thomas.
How are you?
Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by today. Hope you're doing well. Just about every Saturday night, Mr. G's Nerdy Collective show starts at midnight, my time.
Yeah.
And I usually, one of the last things I do before I get into bed is just drop a message in there, wishing them a good show. And that's what I watch. And I watch as much as I can live until I fall asleep. And then I try to catch the rest on the rewind.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. This looks like a fun issue, though.
Yeah, probably will be.
The Blonde Phantom She-Hulk. Okay, cool. Okay, still got a few more. I think I got 3 left.
I think so, yeah.
Plus, I'll probably give you a preview of something you'll see on my channel soon. Oh, yes. Daredevil 95. Oh, wow. I'm really trying to work on the run of Daredevil and the ones that guest starred and then eventually co-starred Black Widow. So that's like 81 through 125. And I haven't gotten one in a while.
It might have been me. It might have been one of the ones that I AOK'd you before.
The last one that you AOK'd me, probably the one with Craven, might be the last one that I've gotten. Yeah. I've looked, and some of them are starting to heat up a little bit more than they were. So, but I have just been enjoying. I don't have a lot of Daredevil Volume 1 in my collection, or Daredevil period in my collection. But what I've read, I haven't read a Daredevil story I haven't enjoyed yet.
Yeah.
So
I like that it shows Daredevil or Black Widow too. I know it shows Daredevil on the book, but like on the front, it shows her right in the corner or whatever, because they're super easy for like if you're digging through, right? Hello, Tony Vet.
Yeah.
If you're digging and you just see her in the corner, it's like, oh, okay, let's.
Yep, right there. You're like,
then just check if you have it, right? So.
Yep, exactly.
Super easy.
And Mr. G is saying, "Oh, thank you. I'm telling you, it's raining AOKs. That's the forecast in my life. Thank you."
That's awesome.
And for those that are just joining too, I'll be recapping before we wrap up the video too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But we're not done yet. We're just going to visit for a little bit longer. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I got another one. 96.
Yep.
I know that I have looked at this one like sometime in the last month or so. I didn't buy it, but I do remember looking at it. Because a lot of times too, if I'm seeing something on eBay that's interesting to me, I look to see if the seller has anything else, just in case I decide to pull the trigger to try to take advantage of combined shipping if possible.
Yeah. Max out that
so
shipping.
I had this experience just last week. I don't know if you're familiar with the character or the comic book Rima.
No.
Rima the Jungle Girl.
No, I'm not.
It was a DC title in the Bronze Age, and Rima appeared on a handful of Super Friends cartoons as well. So she had like a 7-issue comic book in the Bronze Age, and I have 3 of the 7 issues. And I saw someone had 3 of the Rimas that I didn't have. And the auction was going to end in a few hours. They were at 99 cents each in really nice condition with no bids. But I reached out to him about to make sure he does combined shipping, and I'm glad I reached out.
You told me this, I think.
Yeah, what he wanted to do was $5 for the first book. That's fine and that's fair. And then for every additional book, it was another $3. So it'd be $11 shipping. And if I got all 3 of those books at 99 cents, and trust me, no one's buying Rima comic books.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who wants books. So it would be $11 shipping on a $3 purchase. And I'm like, nope.
Oh my God, no. That's
nope.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
I mean, they're in a 50-cent bin somewhere. It's just a matter of me finding them.
Oh yeah.
But
it's funny because like if I don't sell a lot of my slabs and stuff, but sometimes in my auctions, like if you buy one slab, because like in Canada and the US probably has it as well, like for my post office, you can get like a box, like there's certain size boxes that are already shipped in or already insured and tracked, and they're a certain size. So like maybe 2 slabs will fit in the small one, and then you move your way up. So and there's a price difference, obviously, and it's around $4 or $5. So I just put like, hey, like if you buy one slab for me, like 18 or 19, whatever the cost is, and $5 for every extra one. So if you think about it, like that's a slab. And he at $5 extra, but they want a tiny little comic book for $3. Like that you're just ripping people off.
Yeah, we have these
so brutal.
We have boxes that are
flat rate.
That are mail priority with insurance. They're flat rate boxes, meaning that whatever you can fit in, regardless of how heavy they are.
100%. Yeah, it was flat rate. That was the word I'm looking for too.
Okay, there's one book left.
There is one book left. Yes.
One book left from the AOK, and plus before this video wraps up, I'm gonna recap and I'm gonna preview something that you're gonna see on my channel on Tuesday.
Yes.
Another Daredevil.
There it is.
112 Murder Cries, the Mandrill.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Especially here. I mean, I got 3 more.
Yeah, well, it was the Coins and Collectible shop. He had them in the last, because you know how like I put a stack together and slowly paid off. These have been in there, so I've just been keeping my eye on your CLZ as I was getting closer to make sure you didn't, because I was like, do I tell him? But you hadn't been talking about looking for them, and you were very upfront about what I'm hunting right now and focus on them. I'm like, all right, he's not even thinking about these books right now, which is great, because sometimes
I'm thinking
I take
about
my time with them.
They're just, how priorities just keep shifting.
Oh yeah.
So, and like I've said a gazillion times, sometimes books come into your life at a certain time, and I've had a little bit of that happen lately that you'll be seeing on my channel soon, and that's just where my money has gone.
Yeah,
pretty much on 2 different DC titles. Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, but thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm going to recap again in just a little bit. We're going to chat for a few more minutes, and I'm going to show you a book that Tuesday I'll be showing a whole bunch of books. Because like I said, I bought some books myself with my own monies that were living at Thomas's house that he shipped with this fantastic and generous AOK. So, and on Tuesday, I'll be showing all these books, but I'll give you a preview of one of the books before we wrap up. So, and we're going to be going for, probably another 12 minutes or so. So, so that's awesome. Thank you so much. I haven't put the stuff in from Mr. Gretzky's fantastic AOK yesterday. So one of my favorite things to do, the more books I have to put into my CLZ app at once, like the happier I become.
Oh yeah.
That's like my little happy place. So tomorrow afternoon, maybe during all that tornadic activity to take my mind off of it, because I'm going to have storms coming through my way tomorrow afternoon that are going to be pretty severe. But maybe tomorrow afternoon during that time, I'm going to just kind of chill out.
Yeah.
And put my books into my app.
Yeah, it's nice because when I go like just hunting, not even for big books, it's you get a big stack of them, and you're just like, all right, let's. Well, I mean, if you think about it though, like when you're young and you were collecting sports cards, there's a checklist. Mm-hmm. You love just marking off the checklist. Well, that's what I mean. CLZ is, it's just a checklist, right? In the end,
I tell you, and maybe no one else does this, or maybe everyone does it. I don't know. I haven't really talked about this before. I get enjoyment from just opening my app and scrolling through and looking at the books that I have, just knowing that I have these books. I get enjoyment from that. So it's the little things in life for me.
Yeah, for me, like especially because I'm like, especially with like a lot of cover buys and stuff like that. Like I like just seeing what series I have, even if it's not like a series I'm collecting, but like maybe I have a good cover, and then you just kind of you can see what else is in there. It's really like, I mean, there's lots of avenues that we can go. Just find CLZ. I don't know, you can click on the picture and it expands all the way. It's I don't know, it's really like I've enjoyed it, right? So I've had it forever too, like even before I was really even into comics that much. Like I was just collecting and just like, oh, what's this app? Cool. I bought it once and
I wish that they had, and I know that CLZ does different versions like for records and magazines and movies and stuff. I wish they had one for Funko Pops though.
I didn't know that they did other
they do. Yeah, they
shit.
have records and movies and magazines and probably a couple other things. It's like 6 different categories that they have. So
I wouldn't think they would do sports cards probably.
No, I'm sure not.
That's a big thing to jump
overwhelming.
into. Yeah. So,
I don't think there were any cards.
Yo, that would be monstrous. Holy frig. Yeah. It'd be neat though, because you can kind of, I guess they, as long as they have the title, you can tell them about books. Did you hear that? I thought I literally thought my cats were getting in the sink. Like, holy frig. That's somebody with like a muffler scraping probably. Yeah. Most likely. Yeah. Cause they flew by. My cats are freaking out right now. Like,
they're like, what is it? Yeah. What?
Anyways, I don't remember what I was even saying. That was awesome.
We're talking about the sports cards and stuff. I think with CLZ, I think it needs to have a barcode for the most part to really help them work. Although there are a lot of comic books that don't have barcodes, and our friend Aggressively Relaxing Vacuum Cleaner.
Hello, sir.
Stop by, and there is a volume 2 to his comic book coming out. He has told me who the vacuum cleaner meets. I don't want to ruin it, but I know I'm in the know.
That's awesome.
So I don't know what he's saving for. He did a Kickstarter on his because he wanted a chicken dinner plate.
Okay.
And then he accomplished that, and then he said for the rest of his Kickstarter was going to buy beer, and then they didn't like that. They didn't want you to say that you were purchasing alcohol.
That's funny. Jeez.
Yeah. And Aggressively, I'm going to be recapping in just a minute here, and of these fantastic books that Thomas sent me as part of my AOK. So you're here still in time, but thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start the recap right now.
Were you planning on showing a book from your other?
Yep. I'm going to recap, and then I'm going to do a little teaser.
Awesome.
And I'll start backwards. So the one you just saw more recently is the one that you're going to see again. Daredevil 112. Isn't that awesome? Great colors on that cover too.
Oh yeah.
Daredevil 96. Love that.
I think of the 3, I like 95.
Yeah, which is the next one we're going to show.
Yeah. They're all really, I like them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, something about that one.
I always think it's interesting too sometimes how they leave the trade dress up here and then just like box out a window for the cover.
Yeah.
We have some sensational She-Hulk number 21 with a monster in drag.
Lost Comic Kid is saying hello. Hello.
Hello, the Lost Comic Kid is here. Hi. Lost Comic Kid, you want to catch the rewind because Thomas showed a pretty awesome key Amazing Spider-Man Silver Age book earlier. So you might want to check the rewind on that. Sensational She-Hulk number 18. That's cool.
Yep. I like that cover better than the other one, but
I do agree.
Too. The other one would probably be a pretty good story.
Yeah. Then we have the Virgin Variant Timeless Namor cover for a book that neither one of us know because I haven't taken the backing board out to look.
I know. I'm like, while you're doing this, I'm going to look it up, actually.
Okay. So that's awesome. It's my second timeless variant. There's some DC love in here. It's Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, 157. Looks like a fun story. And if you look at it, even DC kind of did that. See how they just blocked out an area for the cover? And man, they really gave a lot of landscape, though, to the trade dress.
Just for his last name, mostly. Yeah. Have you seen all the covers, the Alex Ross ones? Have you seen the Punisher one?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe I've seen them all.
I've not seen it. I'm going to show. I didn't realize. Oh, wow. Look at his mug. Oh my! I've never seen this one so far. That's so funny. I saw it and cracking up. I mean, the chest looks awesome though. Holy frig! But his face. That's amazing. Even the gun looks awesome. Holy.
I know Alex Ross a lot of times has real people posing, for him, or they take a picture that he draws. I wonder who that was, and if they've made that face on purpose or by accident.
That makes sense, actually.
We have Silent War. It's a 6-issue miniseries, and I got all 6. This is 6.
Yeah. Where's the Namor one?
5.
The
4.
It's Empire, Fallout, Fantastic Four #1, Alex Ross, timeless variant.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's a #1 too. So that's kind of cool that you could read the story too, right? And it'd be the start of it. So,
well, I'll tell you something aggressively. This channel does not do bad jokes. We might do dad jokes.
Yeah.
But we don't do bad jokes.
Those aren't bad yet.
And Agu Rhythm is gonna get you tonight.
You just said we don't do bad jokes.
Oh, that's right. That was singing. That was bad singing.
No, that's true. Yeah.
2. And 1.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned on Tuesday afternoon, I'll be dropping my next comic book editions video. And there's a stack of books that I bought that Thomas had been holding on to me. They all came from Canadian businesses or shops or people selling.
Yeah.
So I'll be sharing that on Tuesday, but I want to give you a little preview of something that you're going to see on there. And I think you said you had something you wanted to say about this book. I'll just go flash it for a couple seconds. How about that? Yeah. I'll go big just to be fair.
Oh yeah. Now you haven't seen the condition of this thing.
Oh, you're right. I have.
Remember you asked me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this was an experimental place that that neither one of us had bought from.
Yeah, no.
And we didn't even know if it was legit, to be honest.
We were surprised. I was like, I remember getting it and going, or it arriving and going, like, this thing looks good. Looks really good.
I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
So
it looks even better because I had it pressed. And that's part of the AOK as well.
Oh, you did. Thank you.
So it just looks so good. I'm like, you know what? Like, let's just like prime this thing up. Even if it just fixes one tiny thing. So yeah, it's great.
Well, that was an awesome surprise.
And that's why I kept it also like, well, not kept it. I mistakenly kept it, but
to the AOK package.
It ended up, I was like, oh, this worked out really well. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that that's the one that I chose.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, anything coming up on your channel, or should we be expecting anything besides seeing your appearances on my cover buy, which is actually on my channel, and the new one dropped today?
2 things actually, which I never have anything to say in when we get to this point. But I just noticed that I did show some books at the first, so if you missed that, definitely check the rewind. But I do have a little stack of just pickups and stuff that I'm going to just record a quick video for. But I am picking up some CBCS graded books on Sunday, hopefully. And there's probably 4 or 5 of those and a couple that I bought from the guy that I'm picking them up from, the authenticated dealer. So I'm going to probably either you and I go live and or do a pre-recorded depending on what the week looks like next week. So really both of those should happen in the next 5 or 6 days.
Awesome. There's a link for Thomas's channel, Comics4Thomas, in the description for this video. If you haven't subbed him yet, please do me a personal favor and go over and sub him up. So on my channel, back issue of the week will be dropping on Monday. And for the month of March, I have a theme to it to celebrate Women's History Month. So we're going to do female comic book covers for the entire month, which is kind of my wheelhouse.
Oh yeah.
So that will be coming up on Monday. Tuesday, I'll have this comic book editions video for you. You never know when there might be some more pop-up lives. It's going to be a good time. Thank you for coming out and spending time and getting your weekend kicked off with this special pop-up live show. And have a great weekend.